Quest 3. Here Takedo calls player the Zero, Edgar and Alfred and says that he fell in love with an anomaly, but says there's a problem, that in order to boost his status, he lied that he is the boss of Everness to impress her. And now Takedo requests them to pretend to be their bodyguard and servant in their date. Since Taco, the anomaly, is leaving the town, there's not much time to come clean. They all agree to play bodyguard. Now first, Takedo needs new clothes for a date, so they head to shop while Edgar goes back to Ebon to prepare for a plan for this date. So here Takedo player Alpha goes to the shop but finds that the clothes there doesn't fit Takedo. As Takedo, the anomaly comes in all different shapes and sizes. The staff there says that there's a custom made option but it will cost. Hearing this, Takedo goes to wardrobe and scribbles color on his clothes to make it look like suit. Now Alfred clears the mess there. After that, they all goes to pick up a rose flower bouquet for a date. While purchasing, Takedo notices diamond laying on the table there and asks for it. The shopkeeper there says that it's not real diamond. It's made with Imaginado, which is basically an anomaly dough used to make any products using your own imagination. It is used to decoration purpose. It can be bought at DSP Pop. Now they all goes to DSP Pop to buy it. After that, Takedo shows his creativity and molds Imaginado into diamond. The player gets impressed. Now at Ebon, Sakura and Nanali learns about the date from Edgar and joins the plan that Edgar created. Now the next day, actually at next night, they all goes to meet point. Takedo sees Taco and gets super nervous. At the same time, Sakura and Nanali along with several men shows up in car to act like Takedo's servant / bodyguards to boost Takedo's presence. Seeing this, Taco gets impressed. Sakura, Nanali and other guys go back. Takedo introduces player and Alpha to Taco, and with that the date starts. Here Takedo makes few conversation errors which may lead to truth that he is not the boss, but Alfred comes in and handles the situation. They all head to arcade. Outside the arcade, Taco asks Takedo for puka candies. Here the player steps in and says I'll go get it for her, so player buys one from store. Meanwhile Alfred, Taco and Takedo goes inside arcade. Here at arcade, Takedo gets frustrated for not feeding the dolls for Taco, so again player steps in to help and get the doll key for Taco. Here Taco says when she gets a sugar fix, she will use her powers to move the toys, and she will use it in this toy too. And for final place for a date, they all go to Azure Vista. On the way there, Alpha says to go to the intersection of White Parrot Street, as Alpha was talking about the plan. Sakura and Nanali, disguised with mustache, pretend to be a bad guys to get beaten by Takedo in order to impress Taco. Here player fights Mustache Nanali while Edgar at the back apologizes to crowd back that this is just an act. After that they all goes to Azure Vista. Takedo and Taco goes up front while leaving Alpha and player behind. Here Alpha says here Takedo will make confession in front of crowd. Since there's crowd while confession, there will be an invisible pressure for Taco, which will more likely result in Taco accepting it. But here Alpha is also considering Taco's feelings by saying that while the pressure from the crowd will increase the chances of saying yes, but it would not give Taco a fair chance for it. But didn't say it last night, cause not to dampen their enthusiasm. Now Sakura and Anali and Edgar comes in with box full of Imagido, but decides to stay there to avoid suspicion from Taco. Here Takedo makes a statue of his and Taco from Imagido, but as soon as Takedo tries to confess to Taco, the statue gets fused into this and starts attacking people there. Here Alpha rescues Taco from attack, while player fights and defeats Imagido. Taco says to Takedo that she's fine and says she loved the gift even though because of this accident she couldn't keep it. She is thankful for that. Later she leaves, and because of scattered dough at Azure Vista, they all end up cleaning it for days. Takedo gets letter from Taco. They all think that the Taco is touched from his sincerity, but it's actually for Alpha, and Takedo gets sad. So yeah, that's the quest 3. If you like it, please like and sub. Bye.